We're probably going to start about 10 minutes late as the previous team is just leaving the ice after their overtime victory. Family members taking photos on the ice. I'll be back in a little bit once they are done with resurfacing. Abby, are you out there? Abby. Maddie, are you out there? Test 1, 2. They are just about done with the ice. All right, the Zambonis come off. Should be getting started with warm-up shortly. Casey Outlaws take the ice. Here come your Junior Buccaneers. Core leads them out on the ice. 3-minute warm-up to start shortly, and we will be underway. .55 seconds left in warm-ups. All right. We are about ready to get going here. Here we go. It'll be Cora in goal with Tipsy and Zane back at D. Kale, Easton, and Paxton to start up at forwards. Puck is down. Played into the defensive zone. Chased down there by Easton. Easton tries to fire it up the far wall. Little too far for Paxton. He gets it back. Comes right back to Kale. Kale with it. Takes a shot from high in the zone. Rebound comes off the back of the wall. Comes right back out. Just a little too far for Paxton to try to get another rebound shot away. It's 3-on-1 at the line. Here come the Junior Outlaws. Or the Outlaws. I don't know. Outlaws with it. Fire it towards the net. Blocker saved by Cora. Goes over to the far wall. Comes all the way up and out of the zone. They push it back forward.
15!
Got it. Watch behind you. Outlaws are keeping one guy high through the neutral zone. Can't let him get behind. Outlaws with it. Play through neutral. They get it in. Met down there by Fitzy. Takes a whack at it. Cora saw it all the way and made the save. 11:42 to go in the first period. Fresh set of skaters out there for the Junior Bucs. It'll be Hudson, Keith, and Charlie with Henry and Alex back at D. Hudson on the draw. Puck is down. Controlled there briefly by the Outlaws. Charlie tries to take a whack at it. Goes to the far wall. Comes free to Keith. Keith gets it out of the zone. Skates towards the near wall. Turnover in neutral. Keith gets it back. Goes over to Charlie. Charlie with it. Charlie pushes it deep into the zone. He's pushed down into the wall on the play. They play on. Comes all the way up to the point, and it's offsides at the line. Neutral zone face-off upcoming. 11:13 to go in the first period. Hudson on the draw. Goes to the far wall. Charlie pushes it back forward. Comes back through neutral. Comes towards the near wall. Keith skates towards it. Keith gets there first. He pushes it deep. Comes squirts right back out to Hudson. Hudson in the top of the circle. Just misses on the outside to the right. Comes back out through neutral. Again, they're keeping one, if not two guys high, and we got to get back on sides. Hudson with the valiant effort, but it was still going to be offsides. Neutral zone face-off upcoming. Atlas on the draw with Will and Chael. Puck is down, controlled by Atlas. Gets it back, gets it in. They're on sides at the line. Comes right back out to neutral. Played through the neutral zone by the Outlaws. They come in, 2-on-1 at the line. Breakaway attempts. Cora with the save. Cora with a nice save to keep it a scoreless game with 10:34 to go in the first period. Atlas on the defensive zone face-off upcoming. One over there to Chael. He tries to fire it out of the zone, goes right up to the point. Stick tipped out front, nearly went on the outside of the net. Miles fires it up the wall. Hits off of Will's stick. It's caught up at the top of the circle. Comes out of the zone. They got to get back on sides. They do. They skate it in. Down along the far wall. Chael takes a tumble. Watch out front. Tie up your player. They tie up. Cora with the save. Whistle, stoppage, 10:03 to go in the first period. Fresh set of skaters out there for the Bucs. It'll be, again, Easton, Kale, and Paxton. With Zane and Fipsy back on D. Easton on the draw. Puck is down. Picked up there briefly by the Outlaws. They maintain possession over to the far wall. Comes all the way through. Picked up by Easton. He tries to flip it forward to Kale, who's out in neutral. Turned over. Picked up by the Outlaws. They fire towards the near boards. Get it over the red line, but it doesn't get in. Broken up there nicely. Paxton in. Hustles after it. Chased down there by the Outlaws. Outlaws with it. Try to clear their zone. Goes up to the far wall. A little too far for their player. It'll be icing on the play. Yes. Again, they're keeping two guys, if not one for sure all the time, high up in the neutral zone. Can't let that player get behind you. Okay, so we've got an offensive zone face-off upcoming. Easton on the draw. Puck is down. Turned over, picked up by the Outlaws. Played back behind their net. They fired up the far wall. Zane with it, fires it right back towards the net. Outlaws intercept, take it through neutral. Goes all the way down, but this will be icing. 9:11 remaining in the first period. Hudson on the draw in the offensive zone. Alex, Henry back at D. Keith on the left wing, Charlie on the right wing. Keith fires it towards the net, gets caught up in traffic, comes right up to the point. Henry chases it down. Outlaw player gets there first, hops it out of the zone. They come in. It's 2-on-1 at the line. Outlaws try to get a shot away. It's deflected behind the net. Picked up there by Keith. Charlie and Alex comes away with it. Tries to fire it up out of the zone. Doesn't get enough on it. Goes right back in. Pushed down below the goal or behind the goal. Pushed along there by Henry. Intercepted by Keith. He fires it down. This will be far enough for icing. Yes. So defensive zone face-off upcoming with 8:26 to go in the first period. Hudson on the draw. Puck is down. Picked up there by Henry. Off a skate. Comes back out through neutral. Outlaws pick it up. Keith's there to pester him. Comes over to Charlie. Charlie fires it in deep. Goes down to the far corner. Outlaws get there first, pick it up behind their own net. They try to pop it up the wall. Met right there by Alex. Outlaws get it back. They clear it through neutral. Hudson there to support. Comes back to Alex. Alex with a nice head of steam. Nice play. Flips it towards the net. Goalie pushes it into the far corner. Outlaws pick it up. Charlie's there to intercept. Can't quite get back there in time. They got a breakaway. Again, keeping that one player high. They're in all alone and they score. Outlaws score first. Maintain composure. Puck is down. Atlas on the draw there. Played out through neutral. They send it all the way down, and that'll be icing. Didn't get over the red line, so we have icing upcoming. Atlas on the draw. Simon back at the point. Miles on the other D. Puck is down, goes towards the net. Picked up behind by the Outlaws. They try to pop it up the far wall. Met right there by Miles. He fires it back in. Intercepted there. Picked up by the Outlaws. Again, they're keeping one guy high to create a 2-on-1 breakaway. 3-on-2 now at the line. Outlaws take a shot. Coruscant all the way. She smothers it and saves it. 7:12 left in the first period. Puck is down, played by Atlas. Tries to flip it up the near wall. Comes right to the point. Outlaws push it towards the net. Taken there by Will. Will with it. Will pushes it forward out of the zone. Comes back in. Played by Miles. Behind our net. Goes up the near boards. Comes right to the point. They keep it in at the line. Comes right back to Will on this near point. Now we clear the zone. Atlas chases after it. Outlaws get there first. Pestered there by Will and Atlas. Will comes away with it. Takes a shot. Saved down there by the goalie. Good offensive zone pressure. Fresh set of skaters out there for the Bucs with 6:32 to go in the first period. See if Easton can win one back right here to Kale for a one-timer. Puck is down. He takes the one-timer. Goes wide of the net. Comes over to the far wall. Goes all the way out of the zone. Played through neutral. Fipsy, don't let that guy behind you. Goes all the way down into the far corner. Picked up by Zane. Met right there by an Outlaws player. They try to center. Players right on the doorstep. They can't complete it. Goes all the way to the near boards. Kept in the zone there briefly. Goes back in deep. Picked up by the Outlaws. Comes right up to the top of the slot. Paxton with it. It's 1-on-2 at the line. Goes in towards the net. Goalie's going to have to make a play on it, and he smothers it. Paxton with a nice head of speed there. $5:54 to go in the first period. Easton on the draw. Picked up there by the Outlaws. They go back. Watch behind you, Fipsy! They're going to have someone suck holing all day. They play it into the far corner. They try to center it. Comes to the top of the slot. Fanned on it. Get it out of the zone. They do. Kale with it. Kale coming down with a head of steam. He's got Easton breaking towards the net. East tries to center it. Taken away there briefly. Comes up to the far wall. Watch behind you. Oh! Watch this kid. There's a player that's just cherry picking in the neutral zone. And they're trying to create 2-on-1s all day long. Trying to get the players' attention so they see it. Goes to the far wall. Outlaws with it. Easton there to disrupt the play. It goes back behind the net. Zane there. Nice break up by Zane. They push it up the wall. Comes back to Paxton. Paxton pushes it. He's tied up. Picked up again by Zane. He tries to flip it forward. Fans on it briefly. 50 pushes it back into the corner. They try to center it. Goes right to Cora, and she makes the glove save. Cannot let that player get behind you in the neutral zone. Hudson on the draw. Upcoming. 4:26 remaining. One by Hudson. Gets it over to Keith. Keith clears the zone. Keith still with it. Keith skates it down the near boards. Keith tries to center. It goes just far into the far corner. Hudson gets it back. Deflected up in the air. Alex with it. Goes on net. Blocked away there by the goalie. Charlie picks it up on the far boards. Outlaw player got there first. Got to play it through neutral. Get back on sides. We do. Goes right back to Hudson. He's got to hustle after it. Outlaws get it behind their own net. They fire it up the far boards. Comes out of the zone. Met there by Henry. We got two guys breaking towards the net. Alex tumbles down on the play.
Watch it for the net.
Outlaws try to center it. Goes behind the net. Met there by Henry. 3:33 left in the first period. It's 3-on-1. Hudson with it. With Keith. Spread out. And they break up the 3-on-1 scoring play. Nice job by Alex to keep it in the zone. Pushes it back down deep. Picked up behind the Outlaws net. Hudson chases down towards it. Hudson and Henry collide. Henry lost his stick momentarily. Got it back. Comes out through neutral. Charlie flips it up in the air. Gets it back to Hudson. Hudson with a nice stick move. Hudson takes a shot. Glove down there by the goalie. 2:57 left in this first period. Offensive zone face-off upcoming. Puck is down, played by Atlas on the draw. Goes over to the far boards. Miles fires it towards the net. Deflected there, goes into the far corner. Atlas picks it up. Will's sitting right out front. Tries to center it. Where is it? And they score! Atlas with it. He just fired it towards the net and it went in. Scoring for Des Moines, number 12, Atlas Coleman. And we are tied. Let's get another one. Let's go. Atlas on the draw at center. Puck is down. Picked up immediately by the Outlaws. They push it to the near wall. They got to hold up so they're on sides. Puck is free. Swept away there nicely by Miles. Goes to the far wall. They keep it in. It's still on sides. 2:28 left to go in the first period. Simon picks it up. Simon fires it around to Will right there. Comes free again to Simon. Will with it. Comes over to Miles. Fired out of the zone. Chael gets it to Atlas. Atlas has it. They come in on sides at the line. Chael with it. Chael chases it down. Picked up behind the net. He tries to center. Goes back behind the net. Outlaws pick it up. 1:58 remaining. Simon doesn't pinch. He stays up high. Nice play there. They play it through neutral. Play down there by the Outlaws. On the far side. Watch out front. Got three guys out front. Simon there to protect the goalie. Outlaws play it high in the zone. Top of the slot. Over to the right circle. Fire it towards the net, deflected behind. 1:24 left to go in the first period. Outlaws keep it in. Tried to center. Simon plays it into the near boards.
Who's got the ball? Hey! Come on!
Will knock down on the play. No penalty upcoming. Simon with a nice head of steam. Simon lost possession of the puck. Turnover picked up by the Outlaws. They get it back to neutral. Keep it to the outside. Miles keeps it up to the outside, but we are offsides at the line. 52.8 seconds left. Easton on the draw out here at center. 52 seconds left. Outlaws pick it up right away. Zane takes the tumble. They come in. Easton with a nice back check to push it away. Zane picks it up. Zane collects it. Skates through neutral. He's got Paxton. Loses possession of the puck. And we have a penalty. We got a penalty upcoming. Power play for the Junior Bucs. I didn't see what the penalty was, but must have been something behind the play. .38 seconds left in the first period. Power play here for the Junior Bucs. Easton on the draw. Comes over to the near boards. Picked up there by the Outlaws. Kale there to try to seal it off so they can't clear the zone. Henry there, but it pops over a stick. They got to regroup to neutral. Easton pushes it back forward, goes over to Paxton, a little too far out of the reach of Paxton. Picked up there by the Outlaws. Comes all the way back out through neutral. Zane with it. Zane waits till it's clear to go back in onside. Zane with a nice stick move, fires it on the net, right to the midsection of the goalie. 8 seconds left. Eight seconds left. First period just about over. Way to the far wall by Zane. Zane with it. And that'll do it for the first period. 52 seconds left in the power play as we begin the second period shortly. All right, we're back here for the second period action. Switch ends. We got the long change on the second period here. It'll be Easton on the draw with Kale and Paxton. Henry and Alex back at D with Cora still in the net. Puck is down. They fire it right in. Deep behind our net. Henry chases it down. They try to center it. Goes over to the far corner. Kale hustles towards it. Alex hustles towards it. Comes out of the zone. Outlaws pick it back up. Again, 27 seconds left in the power play. It's Easton with it. Him and the net. They score! Scoring for the Moines, number 54. Easton Hoff on the power play. .29 remaining in a second period. Easton on the draw. Puck is down. Picked up there momentarily by Kale. It's turned over, picked up by the Outlaws. They played along the far boards. Push it all the way in. Puck on end, rolling behind the net. Settled down there by Henry. Tries to push it forward to Paxton. They clear the zone. It's 3-on-2. Stay on sides. They do. Paxton fires it towards the net. Gets caught up in an Outlaws player's gear. Picked up in the near wall. Outlaws with it. Keep it in the zone. Got to stay back on D. Watch that far side guy. They're trying to spring him for a breakaway. Outlaws play it behind their net. Come out to challenge. Henry lost the handle on the puck, goes back in. Got to regroup before it can go back in the zone. Outlaws pick it up. Easton there to try to break it up. Henry forces him to the outside. He skates towards the inside. Collision out front. Easton and an Outlaws player collide. No penalty call. Comes back out to a neutral. Chased down there by Paxton. Paxton with it.
Shoot it!
Oh, Kale would have had a grade A scoring opportunity, but he overskated the puck. It's 3-on-2 it the other way. Easton with the trailer coming back to support. Outlaws try to center. Picked up there by Kale. Kale skates it up the near boards.
Easton!
And we clear the zone. Back to neutral. Hudson's out there. Trying to get a line change. Hudson out there. Played along the far boards. Comes free to Kale. He shoots it towards the net, but goes wide of the net. Behind, picked up on the near boards. Outlaws skated out. Charlie takes a whack at it to push it away. That breaks it up momentarily. Outlaws on the top of the slot. Fire, go wide of the net. Outlaws keep it in at the point. They fire it towards the net. Oh! Woo! Deflected there, but it got saved down by Cora. I think it might have deflected off of Keith's stick, but Cora made the save. Defensive zone face-off upcoming with 10:22 to go in the second period. Miles fires it up, gets deflected. They pick it up right away. Goes wide of the net, tied up by Simon. Comes free to Keith. Keith stays with it, comes to Hudson. Hudson with it. Hudson clears the zone, comes up to the near boards. It's Hudson and three Outlaws players. Charlie overskates the puck briefly. Gets it right back. It's loose out at center. Picked up by Miles. He fires it back forward, but this will be too far and it'll be icing. Icing on the play with 9:51 remaining in the second period. Defensive zone faceoff. Hudson on the draw. Puck is down. Comes to the slot. They take a shot. Smothered by Cora. Hudson again on the defensive zone draw. Puck is down. Picked up by the Outlaws. They try to center. Knocked down by Simon. He pushes it over to the far wall. Comes right off the wall. Right out front. Take a shot. Saved by Cora. Another defensive zone face-off upcoming. Atlas on the draw with Will and Chale. Zane and Phipsy back at D. Puck is down. Outlaws control. Comes over to Atlas. He tries to pop it up the boards. Gets it to Chale. Pushes it back to the wall. Picked up by Zane. Zane tries to push it out of the zone. Still not out. They tip it just wide of the net. Phipsy hustles towards it. They push it back behind the net. Zane hustles after it. Tries to get it up the board. Still not out. Outlaws control. Atlas controls. Still can't get it out. Now he does. He's hooked on the play. No penalty call. 3-on-1 at the line. Atlas with it. Gets it over to Will. Shoot! Outlaws get there to take away a scoring chance. Comes right free to Atlas. He's tripped up on the play. Chael behind the net. Broken up nicely there by Will. Can't keep it in the zone. This will go all the way down, but it's not going to have enough for icing. Icing's waved off. Zane there to chase it down. They center. No, they don't. It's deflected. Nice break up there. Comes all the way up and out of the zone. Go! Clear the zone. Let's go. Pass it over to Atlas. Nice turnover. Atlas tries to center. It's free. Picked up behind the net by Atlas. Outlaw player runs into the back of the net. William there to support. Comes back free right to the top of the circle. Zane corrals it in his skate to keep it in the zone. Outlaws pick it up. They skate behind their net. 8:04 left in the second period. Puck is still free. Chael backhands it deeper into the zone. Atlas chases it down. Watch that player out at neutral. Don't pinch. We pinched on that play and we probably shouldn't have. Comes all the way down. Fitzy chases it down. No icing. Gotta play it. Gotta play it. Outlaws pick it up. They try to center. Cora made the first save. It came free. Pushed back forward by Chael. Outlaws with it again. Fitzy with a nice stick move to break up the shot. And Cora glove saves it. Gotta settle down. Defensive zone faceoff upcoming with 7:20 left to go in the second period. Easton on the draw. Push to the far wall. Played by Alex. He tries to clear the zone. Chael there to support. He pops it forward. Oh, and just overskates the puck. He would have had a nice, maybe one-on-one towards the net, but he couldn't quite corral it. Now he does. Chael with the head of steam. Chael with it. It was on his backhand, though, and he flipped it into the far corner. Easton there to collect it. Alex pinches in to keep it in. Chael comes back into support. Alex is going to get called for a penalty for a trip. So Alex will sit for a penalty for a trip. 6:41 to go in the second period. It'll be Easton on the defensive zone faceoff with Chael and Henry and Simon. Simon with it. Fires it around the back of the net. Comes all the way to the near wall. They keep it in the zone. Henry goes out to challenge it. Cora sticks it away into the far corner. Outlaws keep it. Watch back door. They fire it towards the net. Sticked away again by Cora. Hale gets there. Loses the handle on the puck. Had it for a second. Outlaws get it back. They fire it back behind the net. Henry chases it down. Comes up to the near point. Fire it towards the net. Knocked down by Henry. He gloves it down and puts it right down. Tries to clear it. Comes back to the top of the circle. They try to fire it towards the net. Picked up by Chael. He fires it up and out of the zone. Easton with the head of steam skates after it. And he's going to get called for a penalty. No, the other team's going to get called for a penalty. Never mind. So it'll be 4-on-4 for 29 seconds. Oh, maybe. Oh, yep, I believe a penalty is called. Yeah, so the power play for them will be negated, so it'll be 4-on-4 for 29 seconds, and then it'll be 5-on-4 for a minute.
Let's go, Bucs!
Hudson on the draw. They clear it up the near point. Got to pinch that off right there so it doesn't come out of the zone. Miles with it. Tries to push it back forward through neutral. Keith runs into the player. He comes away with it. Keith with it.
Go Keith, 1-on.
Keith tries to make a move. He's knocked down on the play. Picked up by Hudson. Hudson fans on the shot.
Keep going, Hudson.
Penalty to Alex is just about over, so we will go on the power play now for 59 seconds. Played into the far corner by Keith. Comes back over to Hudson. He gets it up to the point. Miles with it. Miles fires it towards the net. Oh, and it would have been a perfect tip opportunity, but we can't send it home. Picked up behind the net by the Outlaws. They skated up out of the zone. They come towards the near boards. Watch behind you. They come in on sides at the line. Hudson with a nice break up there. 25 seconds left on the power play. .434 remaining in the second period. Hudson on the draw. Charlie and Keith. Hudson comes away with it, skates it out of the zone, gets it over to Keith. Keith with it momentarily turned over, picked up by the Outlaws. He flips it forward, gets it over the red line, but not much further. Comes to Charlie, he gets it up forward, just a little too far out of Keith's reach. Zane picks it up. Zane flips it forward, knocked down there by the Outlaws. Now it comes forward. Penalty's over, power play is over. Back to full strength for both teams. 4:03 remaining. Outlaws with it. Deflected there. Keith with a nice pressure. Comes all the way up. Flips out of the zone. Charlie's got to hustle down. Hudson hustles back. Outlaws take a shot. Sticked away nicely by Cora. Hudson tumbles down into the far goal. Zane with a nice head of speed through neutral. He skates it, but loses possession of the puck. Still with it. Zane on the near boards. He flips it into the far corner. Nice offensive effort there by Zane. Didn't have much going and just got it deep into the far corner. Keith with it behind the net. 3:23 remaining in the second period. Charlie with it. Charlie flips it forward to Hudson. Comes all the way up to Zane. Zane flips it towards the net. It's loose out front. Big rebound. Keith pushes it back behind the net. Comes up the near boards. Zane there to support. Puck comes out of the zone. Knocks that clear. Fipsy gets back. They're on sides at the line. They flip it to him. Charlie with a nice defensive play to break it up. Two players go down. Hudson gets back up. Comes right to the player that fell on the play. Hudson was taken down on the play. He got back up, but I think it was too late as they scored. And we are tied at 2. It was a delayed penalty on us, and they scored, so there's no power play. 2:43 to go. Right along the near boards. Atlas there with Will and Chael. Henry. Alex comes up high in the zone. Atlas gets it back. No, that's Will, excuse me. Right along the near boards. Spread out.
On your left.
Comes back up out of the zone. They got to play through neutral because they would have been offsides. They're onside at the line. Henry with a nice defensive play breaks it up. Pushes it back to the far wall. Goes all the way around. Comes up to the point. They take a shot. Deflected up high. Where does it go? Over to the far boards. All the way up out of the zone. Hustled down there by Atlas. Atlas chases it down. Outlaws get it back. Comes back to Atlas. Sticked away there by the Outlaw player. They get it back in. Henry with a nice defensive play to keep it right back out to neutral. Chael tries to pop it up the boards. Henry with it. Flips it back forward. Bouncing puck goes all the way down. 1:24 to go in the second period. Outlaw player takes a tumble. Puck is free. Outlaw player picks it back up. Puck is still free in the top of the slot. They skate it out through neutral. Atlas hustles back. Alex hustles after it. Picks it up behind the net. Loses possession of the puck. He tumbles down on the play. Gets back up. Picked up behind the net by Henry. We got to move our feet a little more. Too much puck watching. Go get the puck. Get it out of the zone. We clear the zone. Out through neutral. Atlas taken down on the play. No penalty call. Outlaws play it. Picked up on the near side. Chase down there. Don't take a dumb penalty. They come in on sides at the line. One man to beat. They beat Alex, but they can't beat Cora. Puck is still free. Pushed into the far corner. 15 seconds left in the second period. Comes up, but not out of the zone. Down to 10 seconds. Henry with it. Just eat it. 4 seconds. They fired on net. Goes wide of the goal. Sticks away there nicely by Cora. An entertaining second period. Third period upcoming shortly.
Yeah.
Let's go. Here we go, Bucs. Let's go. Easton on the draw. Kale. Paxton on the wings. Miles and Simon back at D. Puck is down. Easton comes away with it, gets it over to Paxton. Paxton pushes it forward into the far corner. Outlaws chase it down. Simon watches that player that's sitting out in the neutral zone. Outlaws come away with it.
Off the other side!
Outlaws with it. Don't let him get back to the middle. Cora with a nice save. Goes into the far corner. Chased down there by Paxton again. He flips it forward to Easton. Out of the zone. They got to play it through neutral to get back on side. Outlaws with it. Pastered there nicely by Easton. Goalie's got to make a save, and the goalie's going to cover it. 12:21 remaining in the third period. Puck is down. Hale comes away. That fires it towards the net. Deflected there. Goes into the near corner. Outlaws chase it down. Hale there to support. Comes all the way up to the point. Miles keep it out of the middle. Miles misplayed it momentarily. Simon gets back. Simon steers it away from trouble. Goes over to the far corner. They try to center. Hale with a nice back check to fire it up and out of the zone. No, it does not clear the zone. Hale gets it forward. Goes to Easton. A little too far to Easton's reach. It goes all the way down. But no icing on the play. Played there by Kale. Kale overskates the puck. Outlaws come away with it. All the way down, but it'll be... Oh, he didn't touch that. They try to center it. Cora corrals it. 11:26 to go in the third period. Fresh set of skaters out there for the Bucs. Hudson, Charlie, Keith, along with Fipsy and Zane back at D. Puck is down. They take a shot. Goes wide of the net. Outlaws pick it back up. They try to center it. A lot of traffic out front. Zane flips it forward. Doesn't quite have enough to get it out of the zone. Outlaws pick it back up. Fipsy with it. Keeps it to the outside to get it out of the zone. They try to push it back forward. Outlaws come in. Onsides at the line. They take a shot. Glove down there by Cora. Face off on the far side. 10:54 remaining in the game. All tied 2-2. Hudson on the draw, comes free to the near corner. Heath chases it down. Heath sends it right out to the middle of the ice. Got to send that puck up the wall, not right back to the top of the slot. Charlie chases it down. Overskates the puck momentarily. Outlaws pick it up. They try to center. Swept away there nicely by Zane. They keep it in the zone. No, they don't. Zane hustles towards it. Out through neutral. Got to stay back. Somebody's got to stay back. Outlaws pick it up, but they're offsides at the line, and they don't get the offsides. We play on. Puck is underneath an Outlaw player on the far side. Comes all the way up and out of the zone. That won't have enough for icing. 10 remaining in the game. They flip it back through neutral. Picked up by Hudson. Goes back in. Hudson's in on sides. Got Keith breaking towards the net. Little too far out of Keith's reach to try to get a scoring chance away. Hudson tries to center. Goes off the back of the net. Tries to center it again. Hudson hassled there. Outlaws come away with it. No, they don't. Charlie takes a shot. That was Keith. Excuse me. That was Keith. He took the shot, went right into the midsection of the goalie. 9:42 remaining. Puck is down. Atlas on the draw. Comes right back to the goalie. It's still free. And they blow the whistle. That was real close. Atlas again on the draw. Hustle down there by Alex. Keep it to the corner. Keep it to the corner. Will chases it towards the near wall. Alex makes a valiant effort to get it out of the zone, and he does. He's got jailbreaking if he could have got him the puck, but he couldn't get it time. Henry with it. Gets it up to Atlas. Atlas with a nice move. Atlas and Will. Chails there. Puck's in the middle. Come around at Will. Takes a shot. Oh, it's deflected down. It's still loose. Still loose. Don't pinch. Don't pinch. Outlaws come away with it. Outlaws take the shot. Glove saved by Cora. 8:51 to go.
He's got me jumping up again.
Glove save immediately by Cora. Puck is down. Comes through the crease. Picked up by Simon. Simon plays it up the near boards. Comes out of the zone. But that will be icing.
We want some more, Bucs.
Watch behind you and watch the back door. They play it behind the net, goes into the far corner. Miles pressures there. They send it right back behind the net. That's it. him on from the bench. Gets it over to Easton with the breakaway possibility, but the Outlaws get back on a nice back check. Kale with a nice stick play. We got to wait to get on sides. They don't, and it's offsides. Just a half or 2 seconds longer, and we would have been okay. Neutral zone face-off here. Easton on the draw. Puck comes free. Outlaws come away with it. Easton with a nice head of steam. Easton gets it to Kale. Kale with it. Kale skates in. They push him to the outside. He can't get a shot away. Outlaws pick it back up. They skate it down the near boards. Miles don't center it. Oh! They take a shot and score. You can't center the puck there. It's got to go off the wall. .7:44 remaining. Let's go, Bucs! Let's get it back. Let's go. Hudson on the draw. Goes over to Charlie. Outlaws come away with it. Zane pressured there. They try to center. Nobody. Clear it out front. Goes back behind the net. Chased down there by Zane. Zane with it. Zane with a nice move. Goes up the near boards. Tries to get it to Hudson. Comes forward to Keith. Comes out of the zone. Keith and Hudson chase it down. Keith tumbles down nearly on the puck. Comes back to the neutral zone. All the way to the far side. Hudson chases it down. Hudson takes a tumble. Charlie takes a tumble, but he's going to be called for a penalty. Tripping call on Charlie. 6:55 to go in the game. He tried to sell it, but didn't quite sell it well enough. Defensive zone face-off upcoming. Atlas on the draw. Tied up there. Outlaws come away with it. Picked up by Henry. Flips it up and out. Nope, doesn't go out. Now it comes to Atlas. Atlas run over on the play. He fights through it. Atlas has Will breaking towards the net. Atlas takes a shot. Love down there by the goalie. Offensive zone face-up upcoming. 1:12 left on the penalty to Charlie. Atlas on the draw. Puck is down. Played back behind the net. Atlas picks it up. No, Will picks it up. Will comes away with it. Will with it. Takes a shot. Goes wide of the net. 1 minute left on the penalty to Charlie. Get back. Get back. They skate in. They're on sides at the line. They make a break towards the net. Fired on goal. It's up in the air. It's still free. Swept away there nicely by Alex. Comes up to the point. 6:09 left. 39 seconds left in the power play to the Outlaws. 33 seconds left. 5:56 left in the game. Alex gets it forward to Will. Will skates it out of the zone. Goes to the far wall. He hustles down that far wall. Nice head of steam, Will. But he loses possession of the puck. Two Outlaw players go behind the net. Got a free man out front. It was Atlas. The puck goes on net. They clear it away. They fire it up and out of the zone. Henry with it. Knocked down there momentarily. Penalties over to Charlie. Williams fights through it. Tries to get in the zone. Outlaws pick it up. 5:09 remaining in the game. Atlas to the far wall. He fires it towards the net. Comes right through the slot. Can't knock it down in time to get a shot away. Outlaw player tumbles down on the play. Gets back up. Can we keep it in? We do. Henry with it. Oh! Who called it good? That ref called it good. But the other ref whistled it down for offsides. So we will have a neutral zone face-off upcoming with 4:52 remaining in the game. Easton on the draw. Puck is down. Miles with it. Miles with it. Pushes it into the zone. Outlaw player misplays the puck. Easton chases it down. Puck is bouncing around on the far wall. Comes up all the way and out of the zone.
Time!
Don't put it up the middle.
No!
Turnover picked up by Kale. Kale with it. Simon fires it towards the net. It's free out front. Comes right back to Simon. Simon fires it again. And they flip it up and out of the zone. All the way down, and this will be icing. 4:15 remaining in the game. Offensive zone face-off upcoming. Easton on the draw. Yeah, that player's got to back up. Easton on the draw. Scrums it. Tries to get it to Kale. Doesn't quite get there in time. Comes up out of the zone. Miles hustles after it. Comes all the way down. He fires it up the near boards. Comes back and out of the zone. They fire it back in, but it's offsides. 3:57 remaining. Easton on the draw. Kale on the near boards. Paxton on the other side. Puck is down. Simon's got it. He chases it down in the near corner. Simon with it. Simon still with it. Gets it up to Kale. Kale flips it high up in the air. Comes up out of the zone. Bouncing around. Easton corrals it. Easton had it momentarily, but then lost possession of it. Miles steps up, takes a nice whack at it to try to get it in the zone. Easton comes away with it. Easton fires it high and over the net. Comes all the way around to the near boards. Simon is there, but he can't keep it in the zone. Tulsa comes over. Outlaws come away with it. Miles with a nice defensive play to break up a scoring chance. Outlaws come away with it again. Forrest sees it all the way in. 3:15 remaining. Hudson on the draw with Keith and Atlas. Alex flips it forward. Comes out of the zone. No, it does not. They come away with it. Zane with a nice play. He's hooked up on the play and they don't make a call. Same team! Zane with it. Zane gets it in. They're on sides at the line. He's wiped out on the play. No penalty call upcoming. Alex hustles towards it. 2:47. Alex with it behind the net. He pushes it up the near boards. Comes to Keith. Keith with it. Keith still with it. Skates down the near boards. He fires it towards the net. Deflected into the other corner. Picked up by Hudson. He tries to center. A little too far for Keith to reach. They fire it up to the point. Zane with a nice breakup. Zane fires it in. Glove save by the Outlaws. 2:16 remaining in the game. Hudson on the draw. Keith and Atlas with Alex and Zane back at D. Outlaws win the draw and control it. They come out through neutral. Pushed aside almost by Atlas. Comes free to Hudson. Hudson with it. 2:05 left to go. Hudson taken down on the play. There will be a penalty upcoming on the Outlaws. Delayed penalty on the Outlaws upcoming. They touch it, and they will sit for 1:30. I think you should call a timeout if you have one. It'll be Hudson, Easton, and Kale, with Zane and Alex back at D. The play should be here. Oh, that's too many players. Get off the ice!
Too many!
No. Oh, we pulled the goalie. That's why. We got 6 on 5. We pulled the 6 on 4. We pulled the goalie. Our net is empty. Comes all the way up. Kale fires it. Friendly fire. Atlas took the puck right off the knee. Little friendly fire, unfortunately. I think Atlas took the shot off of Kale. Neal comes out to check on him. 1:42 remaining in the game with 1:17 left in the penalty. I think he just took the shot off of Kale with Kale was trying to pop it up the boards. Atlas gets back up. Skates up under his own power. I think he took the shot off of Kale. Heath hustles out there to replace him. Offensive zone faceoff upcoming again. Drop the puck. Drop the puck. Goalie gets his gear back on. Easton on the draw. Kale at the top of the circle. He wins it over to Hudson. Hudson takes a shot. Glove down there by the goalie. 1:38 remaining. Easton on the draw. Wins it back. Scrum there, picked up by Kale. Kale take the shot. It's free out front. Goes into the far corner. They try to clear it. Goes all the way down. Net is no icing. Hard. Zane hustles down after it. Goes up the scoreboards. Gets it over to Easton. Easton with it. 1-on-2. Easton skates it down to the far wall. Fires it towards the net. Deflected up high. Hudson there to corral it. Hudson tried to get a shot away. Doesn't get much on it. Gets another shot. Bounces in on the goalie and he makes the save. 1:04 remaining in the game. Easton again on the draw. See if he can win it back to Kale for the one-timer. Pushed into the far wall. Near wall. Comes to Kale at the top of the slot. Kale fires it. Puts Easton in the back of the jersey. Goes all the way down, and this will be icing. Timeout for Des Moines. 52.5 seconds left. .27 seconds left on the power play. down to this. Let's see what we got left in the tank. 52.5 seconds left. 27 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Outlaws. So 27 seconds left on the power play. Easton on the draw. Outlaws win it behind their net. Comes up the near boards. Kale with it. Kale skates it forward. Tries to center it. Goes back behind the net. They flare it high and wide to the far side. Keith hustles towards it. Hudson comes away with it. Hudson takes the shot. It's deflected out front. Oh, we had a chance. Hudson just missed. Tried to center it again. Deflected into the near corner. Hudson tries to center it. Pinched in there nicely by Alex. Keith comes away with it. He fires it towards the net. It's 3 out front. He's taking it home. Is Hudson. Oh, number 98. Unbelievable. There was a scrum out front. Power play is over. We got new life. 18 seconds left. Corner goes back in the net. Unbelievable. It happened, felt like in slow motion. Easton on the draw. Easton with it. Tied up momentarily. Tries to center it to get it back in deep. Outlaws come away with it. 9 seconds left. Try to get it towards the net. Everybody's collapsing down in front. It's still free. 3 seconds left. Down to 2. 1. And that'll do it. We are headed to overtime, I think. So I believe we will have maybe a 1 or 2 minute rest, and we'll head to overtime, tied 3-3. Let's go! Let's go! Fire up, boys and girls. Let's go! We're playing 3. So we're playing 3-on-3. Oh. Do not like this, but that's how we're doing it. 3-on-3 headed into overtime. Easton on the draw at center. It's going to be a lot of open ice. Nobody behind you. Easton wins the draw. Hale tries to get it deep. Easton does get it deep. They fire it back in. Comes out through neutral. Someone's got a basically like a goalie. Here comes the Outlaws. They come in on the net. Bad save by Cora. Oh, what a nice stoppage. 4:33 remaining in overtime. Puck is down. Outlaws pick it up. Picked up there by Kale. It fires it over. Easton hustles towards it. It's a foot race. Easton's got it. Easton had it for a second. Steps it up in the air. Goes wide of the net. Get up. Clear the zone. Kale with the OT winner. Kale with the OT winner. Number 91 scored the OT winner. Number 91, Bill Sherwood. It is a massive humanity out there. Gear all over the ice. We'll shake hands, and there will be a medal ceremony shortly. Entertaining game, to say the least. What a heck of a way to end the season with the OT thriller. Tie it up with just a few seconds left in the game. They will shake hands after a brief medal ceremony. Keep it live here for a couple more minutes.
That was complete. Oh, I lost my voice.
That'll make it for a much more enjoyable car ride home for all the adults, I can tell you that right now. At least in my car. What a thriller. Again, thanks to everybody who watched at home. What a thrilling way to end the season. Outlaws will get their medals. Shake hands with the Bucs players. Again, thanks everybody for watching. Good job, Charlie.
Yeah, let's go, Pepsi!
Look at that flow. We'll keep it live for a couple more minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks to everybody for listening at home. I hope you've enjoyed this. As I tell anybody who asks, I don't know what I'm doing, but I enjoy giving a play-by-play of what I see, and maybe my emotions get the best of me at times. But again, thanks for everybody for watching this season. It's been a heck of a ride. I zoomed in too far. Picture out at center, and that'll do it. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. I'm going to end the stream right here.